Yeah, look, I do assurance and reassurance somewhat, how do you say, automatically, under the appropriate circumstances, situations, conditions. Um, if I'm alienated, there are excuses for the world to burn. So this is a constant threat. This is what I grew up with. George Washington, Martin Luther King is challenged. Okay, he's in the promised land. He wins the Nobel Peace Prize. He goes there, and this white dude from California shows up there, and undermines him completely. Tells him, "Oh, you've got to get back to the plantation and vote." He doesn't get a chance to stay there to um, to have a dream that is world peace. Instead, it's like, no, you're going towards Vietnam because you're the slave. This is the Dr. King in America, George Washington, indeed, the kind George Washing Hands, son of a soap maker, Ben Franklin, Benny and Jenny, they only want manifest disaster instead of saying, oh, here's a smart guy. Let's automatically do this. If he has to say something, which my name is automatically saying that to a lot of people. It's the name game. All right. And kind George Washington, the laundries, the tobacco, etc. Tobacco, come up with some colorful words there. Or you could make some beautiful music that will sing the tune Yankee Doodle anything you want, that the experts will clarify, and I will be there. But if I have to say anyone's name, it puts a radical, psychological liability on the world. So all the people who I've connected, who I've sort of mentioned over the years, I absolutely want to. I'll say Hugh Grant, okay? If you're my host, and we're at the symphony orchestra, I'm just gonna make magic, okay? You might feel like inadequate, but I don't mind. Okay, um, I'll be hanging out with with the Americanos. I like it. The Italianos and some of those highly intelligent Northern Europeans who do compositions, and we have composition contests to quantify and then to perform. Um, if I feel inadequate, I don't mind. Okay, I am pure kindness in the right place, and all the I guess is the media understand that I automatically want to be there. I don't know how to respond. If I did, I would have done it. Blah 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 blah. Chit chat disaster. Okay, so all of those people who I've mentioned over the years in the most uh, meaningful context, I certainly Hugh Grant and some Hollywood actresses who I would love to be friends with, and American musicians, etc. All of the above. Okay, and contention, I don't mind. Okay, if you guys know what's right, I will play that game uh, in person. Okay, in the studio, and at home with you guys, okay, with the right people. You guys can interrogate me, and I will, if I have the answers, if you tell me beforehand, I will articulate them in the most meaningful way for world peace and the economies, the global economies. I'll articulate the prototype development and the attention, which I will gladly deliver that with a team so that we are working together. And again, the symphony orchestra and it's the prototype caravan indeed that solves the global economies. This is the spaceship Thomas Jefferson. Uh, what's the word? Um, Declaration of affirmation and George Washington sort of being in the right place, Martin Luther King in the right place, without being challenged to say, "Oh, I'm going to out everyone and then let's watch the world burn." No, let's in everyone who I've already mentioned, um, so to make it happen, okay? Because I will deliver that on site. All right, if you guys actually respond to me, this is the problem. The European Union, all these elected realities and incidents, okay, I will be your assurance and reassurance with the most affirmation and calm that is absolutely conducted and prescribed and described for the assurance and the reassurance and the intonations which you guys are expecting. I will deliver that. Uh, I simply didn't have the education in the first place, so I am catching up in a big time, and I am ready to do that slingshot to to what do you call it? Orbit the moon, something like that. Um, Whatever planet is the most beautiful, I'm there, baby.